now. This comes from McCoy Innocent. Stand by. I'm auto. You don't need the audio for it. But I will full screen it. This kid's fucking talented. Shit. Oh my god.
He's on a unicycle, flipping vertically stacked.
Shut the front door. This is some Spider-Man shit right there.
Isn't that crazy?
This kid is going to be a super athlete in about 10 years. Or he's going to join a circus and just waste his talents. It is gang shit. That's amazing.
Does the circus still exist?
Yeah, circus all that.
They got rid of it. No, but like
Running free. Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan. The coach, you're used to rain all the time over there in Orlando. It is a much less frequent occurrence here, yet wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers.
Let's go. Allow me to do the show. 54 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for Zerk.
On first down, Rodgers. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle. Starting lineup time for the offense. What about Dwayne Brown, my friend?
Remember when we were kids and you wanted to make sure you had the big guy next to you all the time because you needed a bodyguard? That's Dwayne Brown at left tackle. He protects his quarterback so well, as provides great access in the running game.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. But look now at the defensive starting lineup for the 49ers. And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019. Former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Terrifying.
Mine's not terrifying. Andy's is terrifying.
I mean,
The one I made of Andy is beautiful.
they're both terrifying.
See what I'm saying? Captain Video 42 said, Nick, you don't review Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition on Sports in 2020. Still working on the other one. So, no, never got back to that piece of shit.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, brings him down. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
One of the things I'm sure Greg gave to him to do. Yeah. So Greg is the originator of this sort of idea. All the time he does this shit. Hey, I have a great idea. I did this thing. And that's not an idea. You just got me this thing.
That's an idea. It's not just string of things.
It's this thing is in my hand. I do it to know.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
A lot of GI says Nick has the ace to him. I don't know. He's in Sweden right now. He's seeing what it is. I think last time I looked, he was hanging out with Swedish game. We're going to take some crazy pictures there.
Who is that?
It would be cool.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He has no idea what he has. He has no idea what he has. And he'll never lose it either because he's 30 and he's got more hair than he had when he was 20.
Is that just because he's like a pro?
But it's just like, for me, it's just a constant battle around me. You know, I've got like, I'm going to shave it, ready to get it out, live on a compound, maybe get the guns.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Super tough.
Rodgers going to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Rodgers now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Hunt.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. We just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 19 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. There's Rodgers to throw. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught. A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side,
and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again to Gabriel, middle of the field. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers now to throw. This is Gabriel out on the left side. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Hunt. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds McDonald. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the...
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the three's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Second and 10 now. Haskins. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Ryan Allen now. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try to get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. On third down, here's Hunt. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So we have reached halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Well, a Nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Samuels with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him for our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit.
It's not another Brooklyn. That is Tim Geddes. I know it's hard to tell because the beard.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Shotgun now for Rodgers. On the left side, it's McDonald. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Tough spot here, 3rd and 18, following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, you know? And in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On second down, Freeman. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's going to fire one deep over the... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Or the teal on whatever the fuck, you know.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
I'm fine. There's a lot of times Nike Ducks were in all white and they're so sexy, but then there was a long time period where it's like, oh, the men's are very limited. The women's are like year round. Get that. What do you got there? I was watching some TV. Yeah, just chilling on the hotel.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. But it'll be second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Rodgers throwing again. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of the scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. That one good for 24 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's just Nike. I think a lot of that is Nike, where, yeah, you do get the fluorescent blues and you get the fluorescent bright as the most neon ready single life.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. To throw is Rodgers. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And Barton, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
Give me the 2003 lineup of Steve Madden Juice. Yeah, those are the ones I'm talking about. The ones with the, remember those? The stripes. I had so many of the, like with the...
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. As we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because we get to talk about it, and, you know, at the end of the day, 6 teams are going to go from each conference, and guess what? We're going to have a playoff. But nerve-wracking for all the people involved, all the teams, because their goal is to get there. And anything less than that makes the season a disappointment. So they've got to be primed now for a big finish to their season.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 1st down.
They were lovely people, but it was that thing of like, what's happening? Why did these 3 tech bros, whoever? We never told the story about what happened at that restaurant. We never told the story about the fucking that went down. We'll check into that, and we can have a debate if there was fucking or not. 100%. Last night it was the exact same thing, where Jen and I are like, we're gonna do a date night. We haven't done one yet. Let's go out. And she had to work late, of course, because she was breaking out a PAX booth. But then we're like, all right, here we go. And she dresses to the nines because we're just going to go to the steakhouse. She looks great, and I'm just schlubby Greg in my t-shirt and my hoodie went in there. And with the manager was like complimenting her on the way to the table. They sat us, and like they finished up, and then she kind of just looked at me and like,
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Game offense.
It was just like, really? You guys aren't dressed kind of got that.
And that'll set them back 5.
It's about being in San Francisco.
Still first down.
But then after that, everything was fine. Everything else was like, Katie wants to make money. Yeah, she doesn't.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Really kind of experience the culture of San Francisco, especially the tech industry. Like, you'll go to, you go to like an epic steakhouse and you look around and it's a bunch of people that are from tech who are dressed like we are, but for all anyone fucking knows, like they're billionaires. You just don't know. So like I think we get that a lot here. And when you take that to like East Coast, people they look down and be like,
now Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
24, yeah, 23, 24. What level of hotness are these two people? Scale 1 to 10.
Like, they look like they would work well together. Like, I 25, they miss a couple.
Okay, let's
and the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
So what's the barrier? What's the forward entry?
So that'll back them up 5.
Still first down.
Well, I think she was hot. I saw her and I was like, oh, she's hot. Like, I thought that was... Yeah, I thought they were both attractive.
They're definitely attractive, right? So they're there, and you can tell that this was a big...
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's Haskins.
So, watching them,
and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. 2nd down, Haskins. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Escaping the pressure right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Pass incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's complete right side to Gabriel. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And no, It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's back to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Haskins going to try to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
I would think so. I'll put it this way.
So on 4th down,
granted, a different situation, but I was having a funeral. I was at my grandmother's funeral. No.
that's the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situations. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Rodgers. And he completes it to Hunt. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And incomplete here. So that will leave them with 16 on the clock. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he finds McDonald. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside the 10, that's tough. Trying to drop a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra, and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for San Francisco, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
I don't like leaving my mark. I don't like that terminology. That's what it is.
When it comes to, you just have standing sex in a men's, stall.
Yeah, so
One pair of feet. You know what I mean?
Where's the other pair of feet?
You're standing.
They're towards
You carry them.
back against the wall. Back
They're smoking cigarettes.
The only time I've ever had sex in the bathroom is when it's a bar bathroom and it's one use only, where it's just in the bathroom. Yeah. And when you lock the door, you're like, we have 3 minutes until someone notices that we're in here and start making a little play on it. What's for dessert? It's even fancy the way it comes up right as she does that. It's like, let's try to play. And then you're like, it's weird that it's playing this thing where it's this hot couple that's a solid 7, maybe 6.
So she takes her panties off at the table.
As like a bouge. So to speak. Like a little appetizer for what's about to happen.
Like a bouge.
She goes,